Good morning, dear students. Today we are going to do exercise 5.1. More questions. Here is the question 21 of this exercise. We have to check the continuity of the function fx is equal to sin x plus cos x, and similarly fx is equal to sin x minus cos x, and fx equal to sin x multiplied by cos x. Here sin x is a continuous function and cos x is also a continuous function. This we have studied in the previous video. And in the algebra of continuous functions, we know that if two functions are continuous, then their sum is also continuous. So fx is equal to sin x plus cos x is a continuous function. Similarly, we can write fx equal to sin x minus cos x continuous functions, and fx equal to sin x multiplied by cos x continuous functions, because we know that the product sum difference of two continuous functions are continuous functions. Now this is question 23. We have to find the points of discontinuity of the function fx equals sin x upon x if x is less than 0. Means for all negative values of x, the function is defined as sin x divided by x. For all positive values of x and at 0, the function is defined as x plus 1. Now, if x is less than 0, because here the domain is bifurcated in two parts, for x less than 0 and for the points x equal to 0 and x greater than 0. So we have three cases. In the first case, if the point is less than 0, that is x is less than 0, then your function will be this sin x upon x. Now since sin x is a continuous function and x is a polynomial, it is also a continuous function. So their quotient is also a continuous function. By the algebra of continuous functions, we have studied it there. So fx is a continuous function for all values of x less than 0. Now at x equal to 0, we have to find left limit and right limit separately and the value of the function at 0, and then we will check whether they are equal or not. For the left hand limit, limit x tends to 0 from left, fx is equal to limit h tends to 0 and x will be replaced by 0 minus h. Now on the left of 0, the function is defined from here. So we put 0 minus h in place of x. So it becomes sin minus h divided by minus h, and limit h tends to 0. Sin minus h is minus sin h, then minus minus gets cancelled and it becomes limit h tends to 0 sin h upon h, that is 1. For the right hand limit, on the right of 0, the function is defined as x plus 1. So we will get limit h tends to 0, x becomes 0 plus h, and 0 plus h is fh, and here replace x by h. So you will get limit h tends to 0, h plus 1 equal 1. Also, value of the function at 0 is again defined from here. So its value at 0 will be 0 plus 1, that is 1. So from here we see that left hand limit at 0 equal right hand limit at 0 equal value of the function at 0, which is the condition of continuity. It means fx is continuous at x is equal to 0. Now for x greater than 0, means for positive values of x. Let us check whether the function is continuous or not. Then fx is x plus 1, and which is a polynomial function, and polynomial functions, they are continuous for all points of x. So you can say that fx is continuous for all x greater than 0. So from here we see that this function is continuous everywhere. It is continuous for x less than 0, it is continuous for x equal to 0, and for it is continuous for x equal to greater than 0 also. So there is no point of discontinuity of fx. One more question. This is question 31. We have to check that this function is a continuous function fx equal to cos x square. Here we can do it in two ways. One, by representing this given function as a composition of two continuous functions. यहाँ हम अगर इसको एक फंक्शन डिफाइन करें, एक्स स्क्वायर इज सपोज we define a function gx as x square, और कोसाइन फंक्शन को हम कोई दूसरा फंक्शन डिफाइन करें, लेट hx इक्वल टू cos x. अब क्योंकि यहाँ cos x स्क्वायर आ रहा है, तो यहाँ से हम h कंपोजिशन g अगर निकालें, then it will be h of gx, that is h of x square, and from here h of x square will be cos x square, and this is fx. It means we have represented the given function fx as a composition of two functions h and g, and both of these functions, hx cosine function है, continuous है, gx polynomial function है, ये भी continuous है. So इनका जो composition होगा वो भी एक continuous function होगा. This is one way. Another way is, let us take a is any real number. अब हम इस पे लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट राइट हैंड लिमिट निकालें और वैल्यू ऑफ द फंक्शन निकालें और शो कर दें कि वो तीनों इक्वल हैं. तो यहाँ पर जब आप लेफ्ट लिमिट निकालेंगे एट ए, देन इट बिकम्स लिमिट h टेंड्स टू 0 f, x को रिप्लेस करेंगे a माइनस h से, then it becomes limit h tends to 0 f a minus h, यहाँ फंक्शन में रख दीजिए x की जगह a minus h, that it becomes a minus h square and limit h tends to 0, so it becomes cos a square. इसी तरह से जब हम राइट हैंड लिमिट निकालेंगे, then it becomes limit h tends to 0 f a plus h राइट हैंड लिमिट के लिए, और यहाँ गिवन फंक्शन में x की जगह a प्लस h रख दीजिए, देन इट बिकम्स h टेंड्स टू 0 है, सो इट इज़ ऑल्सो cos a स्क्वायर. और अगर आप वैल्यू निकालें इस फंक्शन की a पर, तो x को सिंपली a से रिप्लेस करेंगे, सो इट बिकम्स cos a स्क्वायर. तो यहाँ पर भी हम देख रहे हैं लेफ्ट लिमिट इक्वल टू राइट लिमिट इक्वल टू वैल्यू ऑफ द फंक्शन एट a, और a हमने एक जनरल रियल नंबर लिया था. इट मीन्स दिस फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूअस फॉर ऑल रियल नंबर्स x. So you can do it by any of the two methods, and similarly these are questions are there. Question number 32 is similar to 31. You can represent it by a composition of two functions. One is you can define one function as cos x and other function as mod function, mod x. Then fx can be written as composition of gx and hx. Same is here. Now you can complete the exercise. Thank you.